In the lively buzz of a social gathering, it's easy to miss the subtle cues that signal attraction. Picture this: a group of friends laughing, sharing stories, and amidst them, someone's gaze lingers just a moment too long. What does it really mean? Is it a playful flirtation, or just friendly banter? Imagine the thrill of deciphering those glances and giggles, where every smirk hides a potential connection. Now consider how body language speaks volumes. A casual touch on the arm, leaning in closer during conversations. These aren't just random acts. They're signals, breadcrumbs leading us to the heart of attraction. But wait, what if those signals are mixed? How do you distinguish genuine interest from mere friendliness? In a world filled with mixed messages, it's crucial to hone your instincts. Have you ever caught yourself second-guessing a moment, wondering if it was just friendly or something more? These questions linger, inviting deeper reflection. And as the night unfolds, the dance of flirtation becomes a game of observation, intuition, and maybe, just maybe, a chance for something more. Stay tuned as we unravel the art of spotting flirts in the wild. Body language. When it comes to deciphering attraction, body language plays a crucial role. It's fascinating how much can be communicated without uttering a single word. For instance, subtle touches can speak volumes. Imagine two people standing close to one another, where one might lightly brush their hand against the other's arm. This seemingly innocuous gesture can indicate interest, signaling a connection that goes beyond mere conversation. It's almost as if their bodies are having a conversation of their own, revealing feelings that words may not yet express. Another aspect of body language is the orientation of the body itself. Have you ever noticed how people tend to angle themselves towards someone they're interested in? It's like an invisible force draws them closer. If you see someone leaning in, turning their torso, or even tilting their head slightly, these are all signs that they are engaged and intrigued. It's a natural instinct, a way to create intimacy without the need for verbal confirmation. The more open and inviting their posture, the stronger the unspoken message of interest becomes. Facial expressions are also a key part of this nonverbal communication. A warm smile or raised eyebrows can create a welcoming atmosphere, making the other person feel special and valued. When someone is genuinely interested, their face often lights up, and their eyes may sparkle with enthusiasm. It's as if their expressions are a mirror reflecting their feelings. Observing these moments can be both thrilling and telling, as they often reveal what lies beneath the surface, far beyond just casual chit-chat. However, it's important to consider the context. A playful smirk, for instance, can indicate flirtation, but it can also be misinterpreted. When combined with other signals, like sustained eye contact or quick glances, it becomes easier to identify genuine interest. The key lies in looking for patterns. If someone is consistently exhibiting these positive signs, their interest is likely more than just friendly. Understanding these nuances can be an art form, one that reveals the complex tapestry of human interaction. In social settings, these nonverbal cues can be amplified by the energy of the environment. When surrounded by friends, individuals might feel more comfortable expressing their interest through body language. The collective atmosphere can embolden them, resulting in more pronounced gestures. So, the next time you're observing a social interaction, pay close attention to the body language at play. It can often tell you more than words ever could. Body language can reveal a lot more than words ever could, often speaking volumes about a person's feelings and intentions. When it comes to flirting, the subtle cues in someone's posture and movement can be particularly telling. For instance, if she leans slightly towards someone during a conversation, it's a sign of interest. It suggests that she is engaged, and perhaps even a little curious about what they have to say. Similarly, if her body is oriented in their direction, it can signal that she's not just physically present, but emotionally invested in the interaction. Another key element of body language is touch. A light, casual touch on the arm or shoulder can indicate a desire for closeness. It's a way of breaking down barriers without being overtly forward. If she finds opportunities to make that contact, it's a strong indicator that she's interested and comfortable around the person she's flirting with. Of course, context matters here. What might be playful in one situation can be misinterpreted in another, so the surrounding environment plays a crucial role. Facial expressions also play a vital role in nonverbal communication. A genuine smile can light up her face and make her eyes sparkle, creating an inviting atmosphere. However, it's not just about the smile. The way she raises her eyebrows or tilts her head can convey curiosity and amusement, enhancing the flirtatious vibe. These small, often subconscious movements are crucial for understanding the underlying emotions in a conversation. Moreover, eye contact can be a powerful indicator of interest. If she maintains eye contact a little longer than usual, it can suggest that she is drawn to the person she's interacting with. Conversely, if she frequently looks away, it might indicate shyness or uncertainty. In a flirty context, though, that lingering gaze can create an intimate connection, making the other person feel special and noticed. Finally, the overall energy she brings to her body language can also reflect her feelings. If she seems relaxed and animated, it's a good sign that she's enjoying the interaction. Conversely, if her movements are stiff or closed off, there may be hesitation or lack of interest. Understanding these nuances in body language can provide a clearer picture of the dynamics at play, allowing observers to interpret the situation more accurately. Group dynamics. The presence of friends can significantly influence how someone interacts with a crush. Picture a lively gathering where laughter and chatter fill the air. In such settings, individuals often gauge their behavior based on their friends' reactions. When someone is flirting, they may subconsciously adjust their demeanor, seeking approval or validation from their peers. This dynamic can create a unique interplay, where the individual balances their interest in someone with the desire to fit in with their group. For instance, if a person is interested in someone across the room, they might look to their friends for encouragement. If their friends respond positively, maybe with encouraging nods or playful teasing, it can boost their confidence, prompting them to flirt more openly. On the other hand, if their friends seem disinterested or judgmental, the same person might shy away from expressing their feelings, opting instead to play it cool. This tug-of-war between personal desire and group dynamics can make social interactions both exciting and complex. Moreover, group dynamics can also affect the way someone presents themselves. They may adopt certain behaviors or attitudes that align with their friends' expectations. This can mean exaggerating playful banter or toning down flirtation if they sense their group isn't supportive. The individual's ability to navigate these social waters often determines how effectively they can express their interest. It's a fascinating dance, where every move is influenced by those surrounding them. Friendship circles also play a role in how attraction is perceived. If the friends of the person who's flirting are supportive, they might even engage in playful banter or encourage the interaction. This can create an environment where the flirter feels emboldened to escalate their advances. Conversely, if the friends are skeptical or standoffish, it can lead to a more reserved approach, stifling the natural flow of attraction. The reactions and behaviors of those around them can either serve as a catalyst or a barrier. Ultimately, understanding the dynamics of group interactions can provide valuable insights into romantic pursuits. It's not just about the individuals involved. It's about how they navigate their relationships within the social hierarchy. Observing these interactions can reveal a lot about how attraction unfolds in a group setting, highlighting the delicate balance between personal desires and social influences. When she's surrounded by her friends, her behavior may shift, either to gain their approval or to showcase her interest in a more socially acceptable way. For instance, she may playfully tease the person she's interested in while glancing at her friends for reassurance. If they react positively, it can boost her confidence and encourage her to continue the playful banter. Moreover, the group dynamic can also affect how she interacts with the person she's flirting with. In a group setting, she might be more reserved initially, opting for subtle cues over overt gestures. It's almost as if she's testing the waters to see how her friends and the person of interest respond to her initial moves. This kind of social validation can be critical, especially for those who might feel nervous about making the first move. Interestingly, the behavior of her friends can also serve as a barometer for her own actions. If her friends are supportive and engaging, she's likely to feel more at ease, which can lead to more flirtatious behavior. On the flip side, if her friends seem disinterested or even critical, she might tone down her flirtation to avoid any potential embarrassment. This interplay between individual behavior and group influence is fascinating and adds a layer of complexity to social interactions. In some cases, friends might even act as wing people, subtly nudging the flirtation forward. They might interject with playful comments or encouraging smiles that signal to both parties that the interest is mutual. This kind of supportive behavior can create a more relaxed atmosphere, making it easier for her to express her interest without fear of judgment. Ultimately, group dynamics can either enhance or inhibit the flirting process. While it can provide a safety net that encourages playful interaction, it can also introduce pressure that complicates things. Observing these interactions can reveal a lot about how social circles shape individual behavior, especially when it comes to romantic interest. Conversations and topics discussed. When flirting, the topics of conversation can reveal a great deal about someone's interest. Have you ever noticed how certain discussions seem to spark a different energy between two people? Laughter, playful teasing, and even light-hearted banter can create an atmosphere ripe for connection. When someone finds the other person amusing, they might laugh a little too hard at a joke or lean in closer to share a secret, signaling that they're not just chatting, they're invested in the interaction. Questions can also play a pivotal role in the flirtation dance. Someone who's interested might ask more personal questions, probing deeper into the other person's interests, dreams, and experiences. This isn't just idle curiosity. It's a way of showing that they care and want to know more. For example, they might ask about their favorite travel destinations or what they're passionate about, creating a deeper bond that goes beyond surface-level conversation. The more they probe, the more it often indicates their attraction. Furthermore, the use of playful provocations can be a strong indicator of flirtation. Light teasing can create a sense of camaraderie and intimacy, as both parties engage in a playful back and forth. This kind of exchange often brings people closer, allowing them to express their interest in a fun and non-threatening way. If someone playfully challenges another's opinions or jokes about their choices, it can be a sign that they're comfortable enough to flirt, showing a willingness to engage on a more personal level. Also, the tone of voice and pacing during these conversations can provide additional clues. A slightly breathy tone, for instance, might suggest excitement or nerves, while a slower, more deliberate pace can indicate they're savoring the moment. If someone leans in and speaks softly, it can create an intimate connection that feels electric. These subtle shifts in communication style can make a world of difference, enhancing the flirtatious undertones of the conversation. In social situations, the ability to create engaging dialogues can be a game changer. When two people find themselves lost in conversation, it often leads to shared laughter and a sense of connection that transcends the moment. If you're paying attention, you can pick up on these dynamics, how the choice of words, the rhythm of the chat, and the shared smiles all contribute to a budding attraction. It's in these exchanges where the magic of flirtation often begins to unfold. It's not just about what is said, but also how it's said. For instance, one might notice that she often laughs at his jokes, even the not-so-funny ones. This laughter isn't just a polite response. It's a signal of engagement and attraction. The sound of her laughter can fill the air with a light-hearted vibe, making the interaction feel more comfortable and inviting. It's almost as if she's creating an atmosphere where both can let their guards down and enjoy the moment. Moreover, the nature of the questions she asks can also be quite telling. If she's leaning into deeper conversations, perhaps asking about his dreams or favorite memories, that's a clear indication of her interest. It's as if she's trying to peel back the layers, wanting to know him beyond the surface level. In contrast, if the conversation revolves around superficial topics, it might suggest a more casual interaction. But when she dives into personal questions, it's a sign she's invested in the exchange and wants to build a connection. Playful teasing can also play a significant role in flirtation. If she engages in lighthearted banter, playfully challenging him or poking fun at his quirks, it's a classic sign of flirtation. This dynamic not only brings a fun energy to the conversation, but also establishes a rapport that can lead to deeper connections. It's a subtle way of saying, "I'm comfortable with you," while also keeping things exciting and unpredictable. This playful teasing, when done right, can create a magnetic pull between the two. Additionally, the tone of her voice can shift during these conversations, becoming softer or more animated when discussing certain topics. This change isn't just coincidental, it often reflects her emotional investment in the interaction. A more animated tone can indicate excitement, while a softer voice may reveal vulnerability and intimacy. Observing these shifts can provide insights into her feelings and intentions, as they often align with the topics being discussed. Lastly, the overall flow of the conversation is crucial. If she keeps the dialogue going, asking follow-up questions and sharing her own anecdotes, it shows that she is genuinely interested. A one-sided conversation where one person dominates the talking can feel forced or disinterested, but when she actively engages, responding thoughtfully and enthusiastically, it's a clear sign that she values the interaction and wants to explore where it might lead. Friends' reactions. The reactions of her friends during the interaction can often serve as a secondary layer of indication regarding the flirtation. They might be watching closely, exchanging knowing glances and smiles that suggest they're in on the unspoken chemistry between the two. These little moments of eye contact can be quite telling. It's as if they're silently rooting for her, encouraging her to pursue this budding connection. Their reactions can add an additional layer of support, making her feel more confident in her approach. Sometimes, friends may even engage in playful nudging or teasing during the conversation, hinting to her that they recognize the flirtation. A well-timed elbow to the side or a cheeky remark can serve as a playful reminder that her friends are aware of what's happening. This camaraderie can lighten the mood, reinforcing the idea that flirty interactions are fun and exciting. It's almost as if they're amplifying the energy in the room, making the whole experience more enjoyable for both parties involved. Furthermore, the nature of their comments can also provide insight into their perceptions of the interaction. If they make supportive comments like, "You two would be cute together," or "He definitely likes you," it shows that they see the potential in the connection. On the other hand, if their reactions are skeptical or dismissive, it might make her second-guess her feelings. Friends can play a pivotal role in shaping the confidence one has in pursuing romantic interests, either bolstering it or undermining it. Sometimes the reactions of her friends might also manifest through their body language. If they lean in closer to listen, nod in agreement, or even mirror her expressions, it indicates that they're not just passive observers, they're actively engaged. This support can create a safe space for her to express herself, making her feel more at ease during the interaction. The energy in the group can be infectious, encouraging her to be more expressive and open with her feelings. Overall, the reactions of her friends are like a mirror reflecting her own feelings and the dynamics at play in the interaction. They can provide validation, encouragement, or even caution, influencing how she chooses to navigate the flirtation. Interactions are rarely isolated. They occur within a web of social dynamics that can either enhance or complicate the experience. Observing these reactions can be as crucial as the words exchanged, revealing layers of meaning in the flirtation process. For instance, if her friends are smiling and exchanging knowing glances, it often means they're aware of the budding chemistry and are supportive of the interaction. Their body language can amplify the moment, encouraging her to take the next step. Conversely, if her friends appear disinterested or even skeptical, it might create a sense of hesitation. She could start to second-guess her feelings or the signals she's receiving from the person she's flirting with. This dynamic can lead to a more subdued approach, as she may not want to draw attention to herself if her friends aren't on board. Their reactions can create a supportive or critical backdrop to the entire encounter. Sometimes friends may even playfully tease her about the interaction, which can either boost her confidence or make her feel self-conscious. If they're engaging in light-hearted banter about her flirtation, it can create a fun and relaxed atmosphere, making it easier for her to express her feelings. This kind of encouragement can be just what she needs to take a leap of faith. On the other hand, if friends make negative comments or roll their eyes, it could lead to a quick retreat from the flirtation. Their reactions serve as a form of social feedback, influencing her behavior and the overall flow of the interaction. It's interesting how the social context can shape individual choices, especially in romantic scenarios. In summary, the reactions of friends during flirting are more than just background noise. They play a critical role in shaping the dynamics of the interaction. Their support or lack thereof can significantly impact how confidently someone expresses their interest, making their presence a powerful factor in the game of flirting. As we wrap up this exploration of flirting in groups, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered. Flirting isn't just about the exchange of glances or playful touches. It's a complex dance influenced by the dynamics of the group. Have you ever noticed a friend subtly leaning in closer or laughing a bit too hard at a joke? These are clues that can reveal a lot about their feelings. But here's a thought. How often do we misread these signals? It's easy to get swept up in assumptions, especially in a lively group setting. So, what's the takeaway here? Pay attention, be observant, and trust your instincts. Now, let's turn the spotlight back to you. Have you experienced a situation where you thought someone was flirting, only to realize it was just friendly banter? Or maybe you've been in the other person's shoes, navigating those tricky waters of group dynamics. Share your stories in the comments below. Your insights might just spark a conversation that helps someone else. Remember, understanding these nuances in social interactions not only enhances your relationships, but also deepens your connection with those around you. So, keep observing, keep reflecting, and let's continue this journey together.